better world. Tell your mom.
Hey, and welcome back to Talk a Better World. I am SirFelixTheCat. This is our podcast. And unfortunately, I am alone again today. Hawk will make it back when he can. He's just been kind of busy lately. But got a few different things to talk about. Bit of a different format than normal. Instead of covering news and all that stuff first, just gonna stick to the big stories. A little bit of a rant here and there, but let's go ahead and do this. So first up, Steam Machine, the GabeCube. It went ahead and we got our pre-order waitlist thing you can join. Got our pricing, which you can't really see because the screen's super small. There we go. So key thing to remember here is they have two different memory sizes, hard drive sizes, and two bundles each, because standard, the system does not come with a controller. You can use a Xbox controller or something like that with it if you like. However, it's pretty pricey either way. 512 gigabyte is $1,049. 2 terabyte is $1,349. Right now, it's kind of in a spot where the specs aren't as great as people want it to be, especially for that price. People were looking at this when it was first talked about, like, hey, I could build this. Unfortunately, as AI has grown and just destroyed everything, memory costs have gone way up. I'm not going to be getting one. I was all for it at first, but that price kind of turns me down. It's not the only thing that's hit a price. We've also seen that. Let's pull up my other one. We got bad news from Xbox as well. They joined that and said, hey, by the way, starting August 1st, prices are going to go up for all their models. So Series S 512 is going up 100. 1 terabyte is going up 150. We got the Xbox Series X digital 1 terabyte, which is going up 150. And then the big boy, the 1 terabyte with the disk drive, that's going up 150 as well. They discontinued their 2 terabyte edition because why put something up for over $1,000 like the Steam Machine? It's not going to sell. It's not going to do well. And that's kind of sad. Kind of sad that we're in this state. It's not pretty. It is not pretty whatsoever. But if you were excited for the Steam Machine, like a lot of people were, you probably had your opinion changed, and that sucks for Steam. But again, Valve isn't going to be putting out like a million of these. They're not going to just print them like crazy, like Nintendo does the Switch 2, or even PlayStation has done the PS5. It's not going to be to that extent. The Steam Deck also, they didn't print, like, just manufacture billions of them because they knew it's more of a niche thing. A lot of people do have a computer. This was more of a, hey, I have a computer, but I want to share my games with my family with a living room TV, or I want something portable I could take with me if I don't have a gaming laptop. So niche market still going to pick it up. We had a bunch of scammers try to go through and get this stuff, and that's not working out too well for them. Not working out too well at all. Oh, what's up, David? How's it going? For $1,000, it should come with a happy ending. That's sad. It's insanely priced. It's just going to be niche. People are not going to go for that, sadly. With the Xbox getting up there, if they do another price hike, they're going to be at that point. And again, it's not going to sell. Xbox has been struggling to sell something for $650. They're not going to sell it for $800. PS5 Pro is getting up there as well. It's also $800. It hasn't been selling well. People can't afford that. We're talking about the same people who have fought against games going up to $80. Nintendo fans and non-Nintendo fans complained about Mario Kart being $80. People are not going to go for more games going out like that. And speaking of games going out like that, we have the big one that came out that finally got its price dropped. And it's an absolute disaster. We have Grand Theft Auto, which base price $80, which is not the full game, which is very upsetting on its own. You're getting most of the base game with it. Like, you're just not getting access to certain rooms, certain things that characters are going to talk about. You're missing out on vehicles. And there's another thing I'll talk about at the end of that, which is absurd. But yeah, $100 for a game. This is a game that they're putting out, and they decided, like, hey, you know, let's cut this content and sell it at a premium price. Because Rockstar's done nothing but learn from their players for how they purchase things on Grand Theft or GTA Online. They'll keep buying stuff. They'll keep dishing out money. So why not cut content and sell it for more? And people are eating it up, which is wild. There are people who have been posting things on like Reddit and Facebook and all, and like even YouTube comments talking about how, hey, by the way, it's a great deal for $100 because we're going to have so much enjoyment. We all know that GTA 5 is one of the best-selling games of all time. Without acknowledging the fact that, hey, by the way, the only reason it sold so much in the end is because before they put it as its own thing, GTA Online was packaged in with it. That was the only way to get GTA Online. The sales were good. They were decent at first. They were really good. They beat a lot of most of PlayStation's first-party single-player games. It sold very, very well. I'm not knocking it there. But over half of its like 220 million or whatever copies were when the game was for about $20, sitting there for already about, 10 years? 9-10 years? And people think GTA 6 is going to save the gaming industry with this horrible situation we're in. I don't think that's going to do it. I really don't. It'd be cool if it did. I mean, for the fear that this game has put into the gaming industry, games have been pushed around, schedules have been changed, like, hey, we're delaying this, or hey, we're going to release this sooner, because they just want to clear the field for GTA 6. Which is kind of absurd. Kind of absurd that one game is going to cause that much of a ruckus. If it does well, and it does sell consoles for these people, great. There's already buyer's remorse for people who went out and knew this game was coming out. We knew, like, finally got like the 4th release date for it. Like, hey, it's definitely coming out this November. People went out and bought their disc enabled systems, like the PS5 Pro with a disc reader, or the Xbox 1 terabyte with a disc reader, to find out, oh, hey, by the way, it's digital only. There is not going to be a printed disc for this at all. So that's kind of upset some people. I mean, the fact that it's going to be digital only is kind of a slap in the face to a lot of these like online retail stores. You have companies actually coming out and being like, hey, by the way, we're just not selling GTA 6 because of this. Because selling only digital is moving away from what gamers want for the most part. People don't want to see their games be purely only digital. Some do. People who've been using Steam for years, I get that. All your stuff is digital. That's cool. I get that. I buy a lot of digital games myself. But for video game preservation, and for the fact that if I have a game on a disc, if it's not an online always game, I own that game. I can take stuff that I bought on the PS4 and put it in physical, and I can play it still. And it's sad. It's sad. I mean, games that would be online always would be like Anthem, which sadly we've seen that happen with. They took it down. They shut down the servers it's bunk. It's bunk. So online always got to end, but also going to digital only is just, it's upsetting. It's upsetting. I mean, it's just as bad as game key cards, to be honest. No, this isn't one. Wrong one. Adventures of Elliot. It's a game key card on the Switch. And yes, it's physical in a way, just meaning I can trade it in later if I want to. However, it is still digital, so they could do the whole thing of like, hey, we're delisting it, and somehow it not work. There's always a way for them to be able to do that if your games are digital, if they are downloads. And again, with PS5 or I don't know how much of PS5. I know with the Xbox, a lot of their games have been like, hey, it's just essentially a CD key card. It's just a CD with a code print on it, so you download the whole thing off the internet. And I wish we could move away from that. I really wish we could. Really wish we could. And I'm pretty sure one of the reasons Rockstar's not doing it, besides the fact that they're one of the most greedy companies that makes games, they're pretty much as bad as EA was at its worst. Except worse towards their employees. Complete trash company towards their employees. But they probably want to save money on it. I get that. More income because they're not having to put out money on making a disc. But I don't even know where I was going with this. It's just upsetting. I'm just so frustrated with the fact that Rockstar is doing this. Just so frustrated. Just to save money. Save money, and also the fact that they have people whipped so hard that we have defenders of their practices with this game, selling it for $100, with the fact that part of it is just they cut content they repackaged for an upgrade, which is things that people bitch about. Look at the Pokemon game, Pokemon Legends ZA. The fact that the DLC was announced the same time the game was announced, people lost their minds. People who weren't even going to play the game, people who don't play Pokemon, were losing their minds over it, talking shit like, oh yeah, scummy Nintendo thing. Now we have these same people coming out and being like, oh, it's okay that Rockstar is doing this. It's wild. It's wild. This is the same company that had a gem in Red Dead Redemption 2 and decided to just stop working on the game. They were going to make some DLCs for it. They were going to make some DLCs for GTA 5, but decided, well, we can actually just make more money off shark cards and putting more stuff onto online. So we'll just do that and screw the people who don't want to play the online nonsense. People who actually just want a single player game or a single player adventure. They just cut off all of Red Dead Online. Just dropped it because they were making more money off GTA Online. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. The worst thing about this Ultimate Edition, though, that really makes me mad, when you do this, when you pre-order the $100 Ultimate Edition, it's going to include a free 1-month subscription of GTA Plus, which is for the online server. Now, the thing with that is, yes, you get a free month, but it still needs your credit card. You still have to put up some sort of payment form on there for it to carry on with after that. That's the same thing that a lot of free trial streaming sites do. The whole point of doing that is to hope you forget to cancel your membership to take your card off there before that time comes, so they can charge you for it again. And given it's $9? I'm not trying to watch this. I'm just trying to see the cover of it. He had it in his cover. Yeah, it's $9. It looks like, or $10. I can't read that; it's too small. But yeah, it's frustrating. It is frustrating. It's just more dirty tactics, things that people bitch about, and we don't bitch about this enough. We give Rockstar a free pass, and I don't get it. I don't get it. It's become the most overhyped game. Just completely overhyped. We haven't even seen gameplay of it, which is funny. The people who are coming out and like bragging about how great this game's going to be, all these new features, we haven't seen a second of gameplay yet. We're not even taking into fact that the people who made GTA great, who made Red Dead Redemption great, the reason these games were fantastic, are no longer with the company. The people who have noticed are some of the ones who will point out things in GTA Online. The past few like updates for GTA Online have just been cringe. Just cringe add-ons. And that's because you lost the people who were actually backing these projects, who were making them good, who made them what they are. And I don't get it. It's one of those moments where you feel like everybody else has lost their mind because nobody's really pointing this out. It was the same thing I had talked about a couple of weeks ago, last podcast, with Xbox and why they were doing bad. People started to acknowledge it after more like talking heads came out and pointed out the obvious. Xbox was doing bad, or is doing bad, because of Game Pass and day one releases. That's been a known thing. It's been visible since day one of Game Pass. In order for them to make the money they would truly need, they would have had to start off charging about $80 a month for Game Pass Ultimate, for your day one releases of these huge games, these first party games. Since they weren't charging that, and plus they kept giving out like, get a free month, get a free week, get a free something. They were hemorrhaging money, and it's causing them to have to shut down studio after studio, have massive layoff after massive layoff. And people acted like, hey, well, I don't get why this is happening. Why aren't they making money? I'm paying them dirt, and they should be making billions and billions of dollars. Why aren't they? I mean, let's not acknowledge the fact they were spending absurd amounts of money on marketing. It's wild. It is wild. It's sad times that this is the point that we've gotten to with the video game industry. Things like this destroy it. And I don't want anybody to think I'm talking like I'm bashing Xbox for being the console it is, for the fan base it has. If you like Xbox, that's cool. I loved Xbox 360, and that's kind of when I fell off of it. I played the original one when it first came out at my cousin's house. Loved it. It was great. I didn't like the controller of the original one, but 360 was much better. And if you like GTA, good for you. I liked them all the way up through San Andreas. After that's when they kind of lost me. I played the PSP games, the like Liberty City Stories and stuff. Those are great. Those are probably my favorite of them all. But then I kind of just fell off it after that. Did not care for 4 that much. Played the DLC. I think the DLC was better than the main game. 5, I played like 20-30 minutes of it and just did not care, like one bit. Do not like the characters, like really any of the characters. Yeah, they fell hard. They fell hard. Part of that could have been as I played it after I played Red Dead Redemption 2 and saw how dirty they treated that game. And it just kind of turned me off. That was the one thing that I was like, okay, Rockstar can kind of do okay. They can put out some decent games. Yes, they treat their employees like shit, but I'll buy this game. And yeah, no, I won't do it again. Won't support them anymore. I refuse. They think their fans are stupid. They treat us like dirt. They treat their employees like dirt. And people want to continue praising them. And if you're going to get this, good for you. Let me know how it turns out for you. Just remember, if you're pre-ordering it, just keep an eye on the calendar so you cancel your subscription if you're not playing GTA Online. Like if you sign up and do that. Just absolutely. But yeah, more so, people were upset about the fully digital move. We did have some false reporting come out saying from like some AI bot just answering questions, saying like, oh yeah, it's only going to be digital at release, and then later on down the line they're going to be printing discs. That was all nonsense. It was just made up. There was no backing to that. No, like, it was debunked within like an hour of it coming out. People are still running with that, which I hope they go and see that it was debunked as just AI slop coming out. But yeah, it's an increasing digital landscape shouldn't erase physical media entirely, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't. I fully agree with that. Which we're at that point. It's not even just games, movies. Most people are going to watch their movies off Amazon, Netflix, Apple TV if they have movies. I don't use Apple. They have good shows. Don't use it though. Yeah, I won't buy fully digital anything. I agree. That's why the furthest I go with buying digital, like if there's a game that is like $5 and it's digital only from some indie developer, I'll do it then. I get they don't have the money to put it out on disc. That completely makes sense. But yeah, a game like this that they could have put on discs, why aren't we getting it? Why aren't we getting it? Yeah, it's frustrating. And yeah, indie developers are the only ones I'll support all digital because I get it. That makes sense. Also with it being all digital, here's the thing: is Nintendo even put it out their way because their cartridges are more expensive than discs. You gotta keep that in mind for all this. They decided to come out and be like, hey, what we're gonna start doing is the variable pricing. So if we have a game that's going to release physically for $70, the digital only version is $60. Now we have Rockstar coming out and being like, hey, we're only putting out digitally. By the way, if you want the full game, it's $100. Which is insulting. Absolutely insulting. It's ridiculous. Using that knowledge, the fact that a disc is cheaper than a cartridge, and this game isn't even coming out on Switch, at least as of now, there's reports eventually it's going to make a move if they can get it to work. But as of right now, there's no confirmed plans. And it's discs only then, except for PC, where it's going to go up on Steam and stuff like that, which doesn't sell discs. Most computers these days don't even have a disc drive because people just don't get them put in there. But yeah, it should be cheaper than that. It should be cheaper. We're at the point where a game being over $60 is absurd. When Nintendo does it, it's absurd. When Sony does it, it's absurd. When Xbox tried it, the fans cried about it and got them to lower the price of the Outer Worlds 2. It's crazy. It's crazy. Another thing I want to talk about with GTA 6, which has made me lose my mind. There's been a lot of people coming out there and being like, hey, I'm not going to buy this game for XYZ reason. And in response, those people just get nothing but hate in return. If you don't support the thing I like, you are trash, and I'm going to come harass you online. Spawn Wave put out a poll the other day, just asking, like, hey, if you're getting it, are you getting it on Xbox or PlayStation? And those people didn't vote. They just went in the comments. They're like, well, you should have put an option for just like not interested. And people got really salty about that, really upset, and then started like making these long chains of comments being like, hey, the only reason they're doing it is because, they're just, they're upset that they don't have a system that can run it. They're jealous of us. We're going to have the best game ever. They're jealous of us. They're scum. They're just lying. You know they're going to go buy it. Everybody's going to buy this game. Because again, they're thinking GTA 5 dropped, and within the first month, they sold the 220, billion copies that they've sold throughout its lifetime. Not understanding, over half of those sales came in COVID. It came during COVID when the game was $20 or less on sale. So yeah, it sold very well. So people could play GTA online because that's what their friends were doing during COVID, and they wanted to talk to their friends, hang out with their friends. It's wild. It's wild. Game's going to make a move for sure. It's going to make a lot of money. There's a lot of people who have already tried pre-ordering it. There's been reports on how many pre-orders the game are out there right now. And unfortunately, you can't trust those numbers because those numbers, again, have been debunked. There's no actual report on how many pre-orders have been made for this game, at least since I was searching for it before I started this. There were people on Reddit and Twitter going out there and being like, oh yeah, it's already eclipsed like 10 billion sales and pre-orders. No, you don't know that. Rockstar has not confirmed anything. It's wild. It's just wild stuff. Wild. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But enough of GTA, because that whole thing is just frustrating. Let's go back to pricing of stuff. Last thing I talked about was the Xbox. It went up in price to $800. Or it's going up in price in August. We have the Switch 2. It's about to be going up here in a few months too. PlayStation, probably their best bet is to try to stay low to not have another price hike until then. But Xbox had come out. Microsoft themselves have come out and been like, hey, it's going to keep going up. The world we live in right now, it's going to keep going up. AI requires so much of this material that it's costing us more. We have companies coming out and announcing they made deals for companies to get 3-year plans. Like, hey, we're going to be buying X amount over the course of 3 years. Can we lock in a price now? Normally that wouldn't be like the biggest of news unless you're looking for a new console to come out. That's the only time people would ever talk about hard drive sales or memory sales like that. But PlayStation's eventually going to have another price hike. We are going to see the PS5 Pro eclipse $1,000. It's unfortunately going to happen. They're also going to be reducing how many they make, just like Xbox is. They canceled their 2 terabyte version of it because it's not going to sell much. They still have some out there on store shelves. They're just not going to make anymore because they can't. It's pointless. Absolutely pointless. And we both have Xbox and PlayStation talking about their next gen console. If we think this is going to come out and not be damn near 1,000, if not more, we're all crazy. It's going to have more power than what we have now. For what we have now, they're raising the price dramatically. They might come out with a budget one again. There might be like a PS6 Lite or a Xbox Helix Lite, which is going to be a lower price. Still probably going to be about $600, $700. That's going to be your cheap end model. Unless they go all digital, where it's just streaming your games, which Xbox did talk about doing that many years ago during the court records. I believe it was for like 2020. They were talking about like, hey, we should make an all digital console. Just straight streaming platform. It's an Alexa tower that just plays your games. It's going to be Stadia. And honestly, we're at a point where that's probably the smartest bet to keep prices low. Might not be the best thing for you because, again, Stadia was great for those who had excellent internet service. It required the best internet you can get. And yeah, that's just not, at least in the US or most places, that's not just how it is. Like Europe has better speeds than we do. I think Canada has better speeds than the US does. But you also have places like Mexico, just block them off. their internet wasn't up to snuff for that. There's many countries that just don't have that. They don't meet those needs. So those are sales you just can't get. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. And we think our prices are high. Look at Australia. GTA in Australia is coming out, like their premium edition is like $130 because they just have that much. Everything's just that much more expensive there. Consoles also have a higher dollar value up there. It's crazy. It is crazy, and people can't afford that. It's not just a US thing. It's not just a Canada thing. It affects people in Europe. They're struggling too. The economy for the world is just trash right now. AI is making everything so much worse. People are still losing their jobs because of AI. That's just where we're at. It's sad. So most people have been coming out and being like, hey, you know, people have been talking about a video game crash coming soon. Little did we realize it's going to be because we just can't make consoles. And people don't have the internet infrastructure to be able to play just streaming games. But if things don't turn around, probably in the next 6 months, it's going to get a lot more real. We're going to continue to see these developers, especially by the main console makers, get shut down. Sony's going to have to keep shutting down, doing more layoffs. Xbox is going to have to keep shutting down studios, doing more layoffs. EA is probably going to end up doing the same because if you're not selling consoles, you're not selling enough games. Therefore, they're not making the money they need. I mean, Xbox has to rely, as it is right now with Game Pass, they have to fully rely on PC players to buy stuff until they start actually making people buy new releases. And if PC players are also struggling financially because the economy is trash, they're not going to sell. It sucks. It sucks. We're going to see more losses of great studios, great franchises, and great people in the industry. It is doom and gloom. Nothing but doom and gloom. Yeah. It sucks, but that's sadly where we're at. But the good thing is, your old consoles don't go away. And it's really what the current consoles should be looking at. Like outside Nintendo, because they already released theirs, they're not putting out a new one. They're not planning a new one at the moment. But take a look at what we have, especially for Xbox and PlayStation. Have these consoles hit their full potential? Do we think that there's nothing else they can put out? Like they're tapped out? Do we think that even though Interstellar has been planned for the past 6 years, that they didn't start making it for PS5 and the PS5 Pro can't run it? Because I'm pretty sure it can, even though they're planning it for PS6 now because, you know, it's still probably like 4 years out of the way. I think these consoles can do it, and I think they should focus on that. I put out a video this morning talking about Octopath Traveler 0, talking about its graphical style. It's got the HD 2D, and I know not everybody's a big fan of that. Some people are already sick of the HD 2D games because they've played too many of them. But simpler graphics doesn't make a game bad. And we don't have to keep trying to improve the graphics. I think Far Cry, 6, looks great. Why do we need to go beyond that? I think Resident Evil Requiem looks great. Why do we need to try to push beyond that right now? Why can't we keep within that bubble and just keep running these consoles for a little bit longer? Wait till after the chip shortage is done. Wait till AI has leveled out. We're able to produce more chips, more memory, and then be like, okay, now it's time to move on. Is it going to help the console makers? No, they're still going to struggle because they're not selling anything. It's sad. But they both own studios, so just try to sell more games to make up for it. if Xbox and Sony both put out more than a handful of games a year, they would make more money. That's just how it is. They're going to have to try to figure something out to survive for this time. So maybe it does mean, we need to not go for PS6 graphics quite yet. Keep it within PS5. Make sure the game runs stable, because that's another big thing, is games need to come out running stable. No more of this, hey, we're going to push out junk, but don't worry, in a day or two, we're going to put out a patch to fix some of those issues, and then continue updating for the next 2 months till it actually runs well. Put out a solid game. And sadly, a lot of those issues do happen because of the graphics they're trying to push. Take a step back. Focus less on that. Focus more on the quality. You'll actually sell more. You won't have people come out and do a game review and be like, oh my God, it's such a buggy mess. I do not recommend this. They'll come out and be like, wow, this game actually plays well. When's the last time you got a game that just dropped and it played well from day one? No patches. I mean, I guess that would be on the Switch with Kirby. Because that game still is that unpatched. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, people. It's sad times. It's sad times. And I wish the console makers would see this. I wish the game industry would understand these things. To not try to push people to have to spend more money on a thing they can't afford. I understand they want your money. That's how a business works. They want your money. But you're not going to get anything from any of these people. They can't afford it. Valve is the only one who truly understands that. That's why they're not going to make 1 billion of the Steam machine, because they're not going to sell 1 billion of them. They're going to make a limited quantity and just make more batches as they see sales go. That's why there's the waiting list, not just a full pre-order, because they don't know how many they need to make at first. They have enough chips to make a certain amount, but if they get enough pre-orders, you're going to see things change. And I don't think they're going to get that many, just because it's niche. It's niche for what it is. It sounded exciting at first, I'll admit that. Their controller is the most exciting thing about it. I would say, if you're interested in something, get that. Absolutely get that. Because it feels just like the Steam Deck. And it's great. It is fantastic. But yeah, I really don't have much else. Just want to talk about those things. Much shorter show than normal because Hawk's not here. But he'll eventually be back once things work out. Just busy with work. But yeah, like I've said the past many streams and videos, I'm trying to get back to the point where I'm making videos constantly. My work schedule, life has changed, so trying to work out how to do things there. Basically got to take up my weekends of doing things I want to do to just do videos, and that's a hard shift to make after knowing I could have like a day free or a couple days free and just make videos every couple days. Now it's going to be like every day I have free, make a video, make content. Well, that's me. That's a me issue, but I'll eventually get there. I hope everybody's been watching FIFA because that has been exciting. Let's actually talk about that for a second. We had games today. Let's see, because we started the actual knockout matches. So let's see, add to screen. All right, so today we had Brazil and Japan, and sadly, Japan being one of the teams I was watching, I knew it was over for them once I heard they were going against Brazil, and like I thought, it's over. And then, and the penalties. Okay, so they won it with the penalties. So Germany, that's a shocker, because Germany in their first game won it like 7-0. Lost to Paraguay, so that's over. Tomorrow we have Netherlands and Morocco, and then France and Sweden. Isn't there another game today, though? I thought there was another game today. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Netherlands, Morocco's tonight. It's Norway. That's what I was thinking of, instead of Netherlands. Yeah, so we have a few games tomorrow. Mexico is tomorrow, which is going to be a good game to look forward to. And then the U.S. is on Wednesday. So I'm excited for that. Only because the U.S. has done much better. Their last game made me mad. Basically, who was it? Drawing a blank. Show me it. Show me what I'm looking for. Who the hell did they play? It wasn't Australia. I know I just passed it. Oh yeah, Turkey. So their players are on Real Madrid, and their people wanted them back. They wanted them to lose. It's like get back and start getting ready for their next matches. And they're a great team. They are a great team, but they played like trash. And I kind of wonder if they went into this knowing, hey, we should just lose to get out. And once they had nothing to worry about, they showed us, hey, by the way, we are really good. And showed the U.S. like, hey, even though you guys are great this year, like way better than anybody expected, we're still better. And I wish they could have played full out. They probably would have gone a lot further. But U.S., like I said, is doing way better than anybody expected. So I'm excited to see how far they're going to go. I personally think they're going to beat Bosnia. I don't know if we're going to be able to see the odds. Oh, yeah, they're the favorite. They are the extreme favorite to win this. So, hey, Pinky. Yeah, they're a favorite to win that. So it's just exciting to see how far they go. I think they're going to win the whole cup? God, no. Like, no way in hell. But it is exciting to see, like, hey, the first time U.S. has actually been good in, 60 plus years? Almost 100 years? It's wild. It is wild. I'm shocked Germany's out. Like, I am shocked Germany's out. I did not expect it to go that way. After their first game, I was like, oh, they're just going to kind of dominate and go pretty far. Didn't think it'd be the first round of knockouts, and they're done. When do we have France? France is tomorrow, aren't they? Where am I at? I am way too high up. We're on the 29th today, so yeah, they're tomorrow. So I think it's going to be an interesting game. Yeah, everybody thinks France is going to win. But that would be wild if Sweden took them out. It would be wild. Oh God, it keeps moving me back up to the top of the list. But yeah, no, I'm super excited for the World Cup. I still want to see Mexico go far. I want to see them win their next match, move on. Against Ecuador, they should be a favorite, aren't they? Barely. They're barely a favorite. That's wild. But yeah, I will be rooting for Mexico, that's for sure. Because I would love to see the U.S. versus Mexico down the line and then have U.S. lose, but to see them go against it, I think that would be great. I think that would be great. And they should do the match in like California, like, you know, old Mexico land. I think that'd be fantastic. That would be fantastic. Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, that's really all I had. Short podcast until Hot gets back. I'll be on the other channel next week, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan. I don't feel ill like I did last week. But, yeah. Hope everybody has a wonderful time and enjoy some games, because that's what I've been doing. That is what I've been doing. But, yeah, thank you guys for coming, and take care. Hey, thanks for watching.
Give us a like if you enjoyed it, and dislike it if you didn't.
Let us know what you think about the channel.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Tell your mom.